Hi great people, welcome back to Gomag. Thank you for supporting us and holding our hands, and we are going to work on this masterpiece. It has been asked by so many, and let us dig in. So we begin with the magic ring. This is how I make my magic ring. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and then into the magic ring we are going to make 12 double crochets. So the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so we are going to add 12 double crochets. So we continue making until we have our 12 double crochet. So I've already done the 12 double crochets. So I'm going to pull this string like this, and then I'm just going to finish off row 1 by a slip stitch. So I'm going into the first double crochet, then join with the slip stitch, then chain 2, and into every stitch we are going to make 2 double crochets, or row 2 is a row of increase. So at this point I'm just going to go into the same space so that it forms my first 2 double crochets, as you can see. So into the next stitch make another 2 double crochets. So you're expected to have 24 stitches at the end of this row. I'm at the end, and this is my result. So I'm going to finish off with a slip stitch. Chain 2. In row 3 we are going to make 1 double crochet in the first stitch and 2 double crochet in the next stitch. We are alternating between 1 double crochet and 2 in the next, so as you can see. So into the second one I'm going to make 2 double crochet like this. So the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, remember that. So next is 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So you alternate between 1 double crochet in 1 stitch and 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. Are we together? So continue until you finish your row. I'm at the end, and I'm just going to do a slip stitch to join the row. Then on to row 4 I'm going to make, or chain 2, sorry, and then make 2 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, sorry. So that is my first stitch and my second stitch, and then the next one I'm going to do an increase. So an increase is 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. So this is what is expected of you. Then we alternate again with one double crochet in the next two stitches. So we alternate this until we are done with our row. So at the end we always go into the first double crochet and make a slip stitch. Always remember that. So row 5, chain 2, into the next make 1 double crochet, again another double crochet in the next stitch, another double crochet in the next stitch, and then into the 4th stitch we are going to do an increase. Remember the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. This way. Again we have, next is a single double crochet, next single double crochet, next single double crochet. So you have 3 single double crochets in every stitch, and next you do an increase. So you alternate the two until you're done with the row. Here I am. Into the first double crochet, I make a slip stitch, chain 2, 1, 2. So this does not count as a stitch, so you go into the same space and make the first double crochet. So this counts as the first double crochet, then second double crochet, then third double crochet, followed by fourth double crochet. You can see, then we do an increase. So you are going to do 4 double crochets in the next 4 stitches, and the next one you do an increase until you are done with your row. Finish our row. So onto row 7, chain 2 again. Into the same space, make a double crochet so that you have your first double crochet, then second double crochet in the next stitch, third double crochet, fourth double crochet, and fifth double crochet in the next stitch, and then we do an increase. So by now you already know the pattern, how we are alternating between single double crochets and increases. So you just do the same and finish your row. On to row 8, chain 2 as usual. Into the same space, make another double crochet for you to have the first double crochet. Then into the next stitch, make another double crochet, next stitch a double crochet. So these are 3 for now, then 4, then 5, 6. You can see, so it is the same procedure. Then into the 7th we make an increase, alternating between 6 and an increase, 6 and an increase, until you're done with your row. Row 9, chain 2. Into the same space, we are going to make a double crochet. We alternate between 1 double crochet and 7 stitches and an increase. So that is the pattern, guys, until you have the diameter of your head, until you get or you gain the diameter of your head. As simple as this. Please follow every step and you'll like the results. So this is what you're doing for the entire row. So at this point, let me just join the slip stitch into the first double crochet, chain 2, again we go, so remember the previous line we've done 7, so this increases now to 8 double crochet and an increase. You alternate between 8 and an increase, as you can see. So this is what I have as for now. So let us measure. Let us have our tape measure and measure so that I can see the diameter. So at this point the diameter is 9 inches, but I need like 9.5, almost 10, 9.5, 9.7. So I'm going to add 2 more lines, that is row 10 and row 11. And remember, we've had 7 stitches in the previous row alternated with an increase, so we are going to have in row 10 8 stitches alternated with an increase, and in row 11 9 stitches alternated with an increase. So having that, you see I already gained the 9.5 or 9.7 inches. So now from this point I've already gained the diameter of my head, so we are going on to row 12. At this point you should have row 11 rows if you have the same diameter as mine. So on to row 12, we are just going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch. So I'm done. We want to begin now decreasing our hat or our cape or cap, the way you like it. So we shall be reducing now. We've been increasing, but now we want to begin to work on the brim, if I can call it so. So we shall be decreasing now. So our row 13, of course you begin with a chain 2, then you make 1 double crochet in the next 9 stitches, and then you decrease. And this is how we decrease. This is how we decrease, this way. And again you make another 9 double crochets and decrease, 9 double crochets and decrease, until you are done with your row. So you can see I'm remaining with the 2, and I've already done my 9, so I have to reduce or to decrease, and then just finish with a slip stitch in the first double crochet. Then row 14, chain 2 of course, and then we are just going to make double crochets in every stitch. We are going to make double crochets in every stitch until we are done with the row. Then row 15, of course we had 9 in the previous, so row 15 we make 1 double crochet in 8 stitches and do a decrease. So we alternate that. So next will be 8 double crochets and then decrease, 8 double crochets and then decrease. So I'm done. Row 16, we are going to make double crochets in every stitch. Then row 17, we are going to make 7 double crochets then a decrease. Sorry, 7 double crochets then a decrease. So you can see. So we repeat the same. So row 18, we do double crochet in every stitch, and then let us meet at row 19. So I want to begin row 19. Of course you chain 2 and then make 6 double crochets in the next 6 stitches, and then you decrease 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then now we want to decrease. You repeat the same until you're done with your row. So row 20 to 22, you're going to make double crochets in every stitch. Row 20 to row 22, we are going to make double crochets in every stitch. After that you just chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this is it. So when you measure from the double crochet, remember you'll have approximately 4 inches to your last row. So we begin the second part, or the other part of this cap. So we are going to chain 18. We are going to chain 18. We are going to chain 18. So continue until you have 18 chains. So here I am, and into the second chain from the hook, we are going to make 2 single crochets. We are going to make 2 single crochets, and I'm going into the back loop. Then we make single crochets in the next 15 chains. So make until you have 15. So you realize I'm remaining with only 1. So at this particular point, I'm also going to make 2 single crochets in this particular chain. Then you chain 1 and turn your work. In row 2, we are going to begin by an increase. You make an increase in the first stitch, and also an increase in the last stitch, but in the middle stitches you just make a single crochet, 1 single crochet in every stitch. Make single crochets in every stitch in the middle, but first and last we do an increase. So row 3 to row 7, you repeat row 2. Repeat row 2. So this is what I have. So I want to begin row 8 to row 11, which is of the same pattern. You just make 1 single crochet in every stitch. So that will be from row 8 to row 11. Make single crochets in all stitches, no increases. So I want to begin my row 11, row 12, so chain 1 and turn. So I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, until I have 11. So I have 11, then chain 1 and turn my work. So row 13, I'm going to skip to the first 2 stitches, and then I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches. So I should have 9 stitches at the end of row 13. I am at the end, chain 1 and turn. So 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches. So I'm making 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches, as you can see. So I'm going to skip 1 and go into the last stitch. So at this point I should have 8 stitches. Then chain 1 and turn. Row 15, I'm going to skip the first 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. Then I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So I should have 6 stitches at the end of the row. So at the end, chain 1 and turn. Row 16, I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So this is the first one, second, third, and fourth. Then I'm going to skip the next stitch and make one single crochet in the last stitch. So at the end of this row I should have 5 stitches. Chain 1 and turn, row 17. Going to skip 2 stitches, first 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and I'm going to make one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. At the end of the row 17 I should have 3 stitches. Chain 1 and turn. So the next row is row 18. So from row 18 to row 20 we are going to make one single crochet in all the stitches, and the stitches are 3, remember. So 1, 2 and 3. So at the end of the row you should have 3 stitches. So do that until you have row 20. Row 21, I'm going to make one single crochet in the first stitch, as you can see, then skip 1 stitch and make one single crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn. Row 22, skip 1 stitch, then one single crochet in the last stitch. Chain 1 and turn onto row 23. You make one single crochet in the next stitch and cut your yarn. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this is what we are making, and we've done the first side of this part of the cap, as you can see. So whatever I've done on this side, I'm going to do it on the other side also, on the left side of this part. So when we measure this point, it's around 2.5 is about 2.5 inches. About 2.5 inches. So remember, we did 11, row 12, we did one single crochet in 11 stitches. So we are counting 11 stitches, and then we are going now to repeat the procedure from row 12. We repeat the procedure until we are at row 23. So basically it's just what we've done on the other side. You repeat the same. You repeat the same on the other side. You begin with the 11 on row 12, and then you go on just the way you've done the other side until you come to row 23. So this is the row 12. So you continue until you have this, because it's the same. So you're going to make 2, then we join them, as you can see. We join them to make it harder. So we are going to go into this place and then just use single crochets to join all around. So I'm going to go into this particular place. I'll be using single crochet to join the 2 parts. So just take your time, ensure that the yarn is going through both parts or through both flannels. Can I call them flannels? Ensure the yarn goes through both anyway. So take your time, do not hurry. For you to have the perfect result, take your time and just ensure that your yarn is going through both of them. So joining, you're using single crochets. You're using a single crochet to join the two. So I'm done joining the two, and you can see how cute it is. So I'm just going to finish off with a slip stitch at this point where I began from. So this is what you have. So the next part is just joining this to the other part that you've already done. So you can join it from any side. You can join it from any side. It doesn't have to be one particular side. You can just join from any side of the cap. So I'm going to join it from this point. As you can see, so this is what is expected at the end. So I'm going to join it at this particular point. This is what I should get. So I'm going to go into the previous part of the cap and grab my loop from the other part, as you can see, and then pull through and grab my yarn, as you can see. So I'm also going to join using single crochet. So I'm just going in every stitch, joining the two parts. So it is easy, just follow what I'm doing and you'll get the best results. Remember to go in every stitch. Remember to go in every stitch. Remember to go in every stitch and join the two. So join until you come to the end. So this is it. This is it, as you can see. I'm finishing it off. So yes, this is what we wanted and we have it right now. We already have what we wanted. So yeah, it has turned out to be perfect, and I hope yours is perfect too. So I've just cut my yarn, so I'm going to just do the brim, or to finish off this part I'm going to finish it off by making single crochet in every stitch. I don't know how to call it. Is it the hem of the cap or the brim? So we are making single crochets in every stitch all around. So we go this way and back. So this is it after doing single crochets. You can see how beautiful it looks. Yeah, I like it. Let me know if this tutorial is helpful. So the last part, I'm just going to use my dummy needle and sew in at this point so that it doesn't come off. So I'm just going to make this part firm. Yeah, so this is the end result, guys. It has been the tutorial that many of you have been asking, but today here we are. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching it from. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed, please do so that you don't miss out on other tutorials. Thank you. Bye.